welcome to the In the Beginning Incubator webinar. We're thrilled to have you join us for this special event where we celebrate the journeys of ambitious entrepreneurs who have turned their visions into reality. Join us every Tuesday as we spotlight incredible clients who have navigated the entrepreneurial landscape and emerged victorious. Each session is more than just a conversation. It's an opportunity to learn firsthand from business owners who have faced challenges, embraced innovation, and achieved remarkable success. Whether you're launching a startup, scaling your business, or refining your strategy, these webinars will provide you with practical advice and real-world knowledge to guide your path forward. Stay engaged and get ready to ignite your entrepreneurial spirit. This is your chance to connect, learn, and grow with a community of like-minded visionaries. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce our host for this powerful series, Mr. Christian Johnson, the Chief Strategist Officer of In the Beginning Incubator. As a seasoned business strategist and mentor, Mr. Johnson has played a pivotal role in guiding entrepreneurs through the complexities of business ownership. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Christian Johnson.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. Today is Tuesday, May 7th, 2025, and today we have a couple special guests here today. We have back to our client highlights. I know last week we had done a pretty much the generational wealth kind of series that we have been going on, and that was with me, Charnay, Miss Johnson, and I think that week before we were talking with Miss Deneen Stanley as well. But now we are here today with the Mahones of Mahone Handyman Services. So everybody knows who I am, and like I said, I'm just here, and I'm of course going to be doing the interview and the host today. So that's me, and I'm gonna let the Mahones introduce themselves. So, Mrs. and Mr. Mahones, please introduce yourselves.
I'm Eric Mahone, proud owner of Mahone Handyman Services.
And I'm Carla Mahone.
All right. So these are the Mahones, and they've been we've had, how long have y'all been clients with us?
Going on 2 years now.
2 years? That's good. I'm very happy. 2 years, and we've come a long way. We've gotten a lot of work done, and I'm very happy that you all could get on here today, and we could all just sit and we could talk about the business. So usually the first thing I typically ask our clients is when we have a client highlight webinar, how did we first originally meet? I can't remember if I always say I can't remember if I met you all first, but I think Miss Ellen referred you all.
Yes.
Yeah. And so tell us about that.
Miss Ellen referred me.
Mm-hmm.
I came in with Carolyn Richardson with Legal Shield back in 2023, I believe. And we had with the Ladies of Justice back then. I came with Carolyn Richardson at that time, and my husband came with me. And then my husband came up and talked with Miss Johnson. And at that time, he wasn't a client at that time. But after they got to talking, that first year, it was first year. After that,
And just got the ball rolling.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And like you said, you came in originally with Legal Shield, and I know Legal Shield, you still do events and have events. Miss Ellen hosts events at the office for Legal Shield. So that was kind of our first introduction with Miss Mahone, and then, like you said, Mr. Mahone came on for his business, which is Mahone Handyman Services. Uh,
Yeah.
and then you got on and then we got on with the Langston grant, and
Yeah.
y'all been on with that forever since. Y'all have done the whole process. Y'all been interviewed, right, with the Langston team.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, and y'all did the survey and everything. And you've gotten services from us for a year. So I think this would be your second year receiving services and working with ITB. So that's actually good. I'm happy because, like I said, it's I think this shows we work with our clients in their first 5 years. So those are the hardest times to get the most difficult time to get a business started. Most businesses fail before their first 5 years. Within that first 5 years, so it's good that you all got in with us, and we're working together, and we're still working out the kinks. And another thing is, you all were a part of the pitch contest as well,
Yeah.
Yes.
and
Yeah.
y'all went through the ITB Academy.
Yes.
So tell us about your experience in the ITB Academy and the pitch contest as well.
Um, I just want to say thanks to Ms. Johnson, thank you, Christian, and Shawnee. Uh, with the pitch contest, uh, it was a push, and I'm glad for that push.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to get put myself out there to do the pitch,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
yeah. Because I don't know if were y'all always going to actually do the pitch.
yeah, it was back and forth, but sometimes someone need to get a little push to
Mm-hmm.
do, but I'm glad for it.
Mm-hmm. And
And
the academy as well.
yeah,
So what was your biggest takeaways from the academy and from the
mm,
pitch opportunity?
from for the academy, uh, some things that uh, I was familiar with, and some things I won't. But uh, I said I was blessed to to get more clarity on some of the things we're taught
Mm-hmm.
that will help grow the company a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I know the pitch, like you said, I know we did the warm up pitch and we did everything and practice everything. And one thing that everybody was interested in was the membership, the new
Yeah,
type of membership for the handyman services. And most people didn't know that was a thing because we do memberships here in the beginning. But most people hadn't heard of that membership opportunity. So since then, have you gotten more questions about that membership, and talk about that as best as you can, and because I kind of want you to market that and talk about Mahone Handyman Services and the services that you offer, so that our clients can know, well, not our clients, but individuals watching can know what you all offer and how they can get in contact with you.
uh, with Mahone Handyman Services, uh, I offer uh, where come out, give you a estimate on from painting, uh, drywall, uh, hardwood flooring, carpet installation. Uh, uh, with me, uh, I give my customer where when we talking, I let you explain what type of work you need done. You know, with some company, uh, they just try to don't put the customer at ease when you talking with them, and also coming out with this prescription base. You pay $100 a month, and anything over the $100, uh, we will give a discount rate.
Hmm. For any services they might
Yeah.
need. Yeah, and I think on the website you can look at all the list of options that they offer. I worked on the site, by the way. Um, you can look at all the options that you get for different for what you get covered for your services. Now, somebody did ask, or one of our board members asked, they needed a plumber. Now, do you offer plumbing services as well?
Yes,
Okay, you offer plumbing services.
yes.
Okay, that is good to know. Because I didn't want to say you offer plumbing services and you don't offer. I don't know all the specifics that she needs, but I will definitely let her know she can get in contact with you and get you what you need because, like you said, a lot of people have a lot of different issues that are kind of not necessarily big projects, but things that just got to get fixed here and there. And I think most people would benefit from having somebody on call that can come in and fix certain things and do handyman services for them. And just kind of help them and get everything that they need to get done within a budget and a manageable budget. So that is good. And that subscription, I want everybody to go to their website, mahonehandyman.com, and look at their services and look at the subscription. You can sign up for the subscription through their site, and you get a list. It gives you the list of services that you do receive monthly. It is a monthly subscription. You get a list of monthly services, and anything over that you get a percentage off of your services. So that gets you access to Mr. Mahone. He does all the handyman work. So Mr. Mahone, tell me about some experiences that you have had with doing handyman work. Give me a positive experience that you've had and what a positive like customer looks like, and then give me a negative with some things that somebody might not know, but what they should know when they contact a handy.
Uh, I give you an example. I just finished up with a client today in the rain.
Yeah.
She wanted the uh, the board that around her shed
Hmm.
replaced with a new board and the lattice to go around her shed. Uh,
Lights.
no, with like a fascia uh, board go around her shed.
Hmm.
Uh, I did started that, then finish finish her shed today, and she wanted the two ramps she got. Uh, wanted that replace the board replaced, and I did finish that, and also four chairs
She wanted four chairs
painted.
painted. Okay.
But I did got the chairs. Um,
The chairs were so rusty.
yeah, I did
Very,
that
very
Sunday.
rusty.
I did that Sunday for her. No, not Sunday, Monday,
Hmm.
Memorial Day. finish it up for her. And she was well pleased.
Mm-hmm.
Pleased customer, which uh, I had a client that I stated to her, she wanted ceiling fan put up. I put the ceiling fan up, mount TV into a block wall. Then try to dictate how stuff should be, paid.
Mm-hmm.
So I explained to her, how it's gonna go, and she said she could find somebody else to finish it up. I said, okay, if you could find anybody else who could finish this up and with this amount, go ahead. So yeah, we have to, leave things alone.
Right, and it's the fee. So what I'm hearing is she wanted to do it in her budget, and you have a price for a price. You like, and this is a thing that we as that we have for a lot of people and a lot of clients that we work with. They come in and they kind of undersell themselves, and they have a price. But you've gotten a price list from us, haven't you?
Yes, yes,
Right, and you know how to, and you quote your the work that you do at a certain price. So I just don't understand why people, and a lot of people think, oh, I'm gonna go to a black business or I'm gonna go to a small business and I'm just gonna get all these handouts and things for free. I don't know why people think that, because you don't go to Walmart or Home Depot and negotiate with the people at Home Depot how much this costs.
and see, she wanted to go to uh, places instead of buying like the ceiling fan. Instead of going to a store where I try to tell Lowe's, you could buy a ceiling fan in the box. She want to go to like Habitat for Humanity, where the ceiling fan don't have all the parts to it.
Right, a used one.
Use one, but
Yeah,
try to get me to make it work. Try to add more parts to it. I try to
right. They
explain
make
to
you
them.
have to do more work.
Yeah, and but for less money.
Right. And I feel like people tend to do that with smaller businesses and black owned businesses because like I said, had she went to Home Depot to purchase this ceiling fan, she wouldn't have gone and negotiated with the sales associate at Home Depot to say, well, I don't want to pay this price. I don't want to do it. When you go to McDonald's and you see a double quarter pounder with cheese meal for $10, you're gonna pay that $10. You're not gonna argue. So I just feel like there's this stigma surrounding like people who work with small businesses. They think that they're supposed to get things for free, or they think they're supposed to get things at not the cost that it's supposed to be at. Now I know you for one thing you offer your pricing at a lower price than what your competitors are
Yes.
already. So it's just like, why would you even ask to do something and try to beat around the bush and try to play games? So I think that's a perfect example of a good client who is a repeat client who has multiple jobs for you. They're doing multiple things and they're satisfied and they're not hard to satisfy. As opposed to having a client who is going to try to manage your money and manage the work that you're going to do and try to cut corners. If you want to cut corners, you're going to get work that's not going to be, you're going to get subpar work.
Yeah.
So I think that is good, because that is an issue a lot of entrepreneurs face, and they have a problem valuing themselves. We work with a lot of clients, and some of them come in and do all types of stuff. They could do cleaning, they could be food and do catering, and then you tell us your pricing, and we like, how are you? How are you even doing? How are you even running your business and you got this price? How are you doing these things? Labor costs this amount. You know, certain things cost this amount. You're not even being This isn't even a good business. You're not even being a good business person by underselling your and undervaluing valuing yourself. So I think that's a really good point. So Miss Mahone, what do you think about for certain clients? Because I know you're on the team, and I know for some time we were trying to figure out the roles and what your role is and how you work and how your space is in the business. So when you deal with certain clients, do they ever come to you with certain issues? And typically, how do you resolve issues, like when somebody says, well, I don't want to do that, I don't want to do it, I want to do it my way, I want to do it this way? How do you what are the conversations go like for you?
They don't never come to me.
They don't
They
have,
always they always come to him for
right.
one. And now the client that he had today was referred from a repeat client
Right,
that we have went to I don't know how many times.
right.
She referred, she gave um she gave her the number to her. And
Mhm.
I just do what I always do. I answer the phone like I normally do.
Right,
And Mahone Handyman Services, how can I help you?
right.
And he said, hi, my name's Diane. Miss
Don't give us no
Diane.
name. Don't put names. We live. Don't put names. Don't put names. Don't give us names. We don't need names or
Okay.
specifics. Don't give us specifics.
And such and such gave me, you know, and I handed him the phone, and that was it. And he set up a day and time, and we just went over there. And but yes, she was thrilled with everything that he did. And um everything was, but the chairs when we got there was it was all rusted out. And
Hmm.
by the time he got through with them, we do have before and after pictures. They looked it brand new by the time he got through with them.
Good. That's good. So you get a lot of customers that are repeat customers, and then they refer you to other clients as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's good, because you know we get a lot of clients that same way. And when you build a rapport, and that's where another thing in your pitch that you talked about as well is to actually having a relationship with your clients, and not being a really big, a big company that just comes in and just does the work and just kind of leaves you out. You actually build a relationship with the client so that they actually feel heard and they feel like their needs are being met, and you keep coming back. And that's typically what a lot of in the space that you work in handyman services, things break, stuff happen all the time. There's something. One day it could be this thing, one day it's this and this. It's just like, it's like having a car. Like, I just got my truck. It's so bad because my truck, I gotta get a new transmission on my truck already. I don't have right, but I got a warranty. But it's an older truck. But it's just like, I'm happy that I still have the warranty still active for me to get a truck. But to be able to have somebody who could just come check out the truck, look at it, fix this part, but say, okay, you need this, this, and this. It's good to have that. And then I have somebody that can go to for forever and get this done. So, like I said, it is that relationship building. I think a lot of people, a lot of businesses and business owners don't necessarily they don't have that relationship building part in place, because they don't generally are people. Would you consider yourself, Mr. Mahone, a people person?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know how to have conversations, and and I definitely, over the time that I've known you and then known the both of you, I've definitely seen the both of you evolve within the business and being able to talk about the business more. I'm happy and I'm proud to see how y'all have moved and how the business has shaped and has come along, because a lot of people don't get it, and they try to do things on their own, and things don't necessarily work out. But sometimes they come back, but sometimes they don't, and it's always hard when you see things don't work out. But it's like, I know y'all been sticking to it. I know y'all been grinding, and I know you've been going through a lot through this process as well. And we keep y'all in our prayers, constantly praying and praying for y'all success. And like I said, it's just good to have that rapport with your clients and that relationship, because I feel like a lot of business owners kind of leave that part out. And some people could go back to a company just for somebody specific, just for a specific individual, because they like working with a specific individual. But
with me, with my customer, I want to keep the line of communication open. Let them explain how different company over the year, what they did or what they didn't do. But I like to keep that line of communication and try to explain things to them if they didn't see something. But just keep the communication open.
Right. So what would you say is the most common issue that you not necessarily issue, but maybe service that you do often?
Different. I know over the years, through some of the jobs that I had over the year, different home warranty company I know don't cover most of their home repairs. And so I try to let my customer know. They always bring up their home warranty didn't cover certain certain issue to what need to be repaired.
Right. Like, we have Home Shield. Home Shield, I tell you what Home Shield is good for. They ain't good for garages. Right. Like, we done had this garage has been on as long as the house has been here. The garage, like, they've come out. They get a garage company to come out. They come and look at it. They fix it. It'll work for a day, and it'll stop working. And it won't. And it's like, it's always, and it's now we got to get the whole garage door replaced. It's just like because each company comes out and they don't want to do the work that they're supposed to do and do like fix the whole thing, like fix the motor and everything. But we have Home Shield and they do stuff like they'll replace appliances. They won't like fix stuff, but they'll replace appliances, and that's about pretty much all they done. Like we'll get a new dishwasher, like we got a new dishwasher, a new washer and dryer, and a new microwave. But they don't come in and like fix things that are like certain things that might be damaged. Like my dad had to fix the front something on the door because the wind door opened and the plastic on the like the vinyl lining on the outside of the door that broke and it had a hole in it. They don't cover stuff like that. You could come in and fix something like that, right?
Yeah. See, with that, whoever they sent out, they only collecting that service fee.
Right.
They only collect the service fee up front. All they do is they come in, take a look at, and deny the claim.
Right.
Then they have to get, once they deny the claim, they send somebody else out either to fix it completely and get paid, or it's something that it's a give or take.
Right. Right. And I heard for a lot of these companies, you have to, when you are doing certain things with the warranty companies, you have to word the problems correctly. Like, because when somebody come in, like the next thing I know we're gonna have to get is a new stove. Because it's been on the brink for not, it's not on the brink, but it's been all it's been here and there. It's been some days it'd be hot and then some days, like, and it's like it only happens on really like when we cooking for Thanksgiving. Like when it's a big holiday and the oven about to really be used a lot, it want to start all of a sudden not get hot. So it's just like stuff like that. We know you can't replace it. We know you know some at some point certain things can't get replaced and they can't get fixed. So you're just gonna have to get it done and install the new one. And typically, what like I said with Home Shield, they'll come in and they'll do the installation and they'll replace everything. They'll at least at a minimum do that, but they don't do all the extra stuff that really things like that you might need to get. Like say for instance, somebody might have water damage in their house. No home warranty is going to cover that unless you somewhere in like a different state where water damage is a thing. But just general overtime wear and tear, warranty companies don't cover those type of services. Am I right or am I wrong?
Let me give you an example. Some of them, if you got a pipe that in your ceiling, in the brick, if they have to cut a hole in your ceiling, you got to find somebody to repair that hole in the ceiling. Out of your own pocket.
Right.
You would come in and cut a hole in it, fix it, but you have to find another handyman to patch that hole, patch it, paint, all that.
Right. And typically, I'm not a homeowner, but I don't know if anybody knows about the insurance. So in your experience, does insurance ever cover anything as well? Does insurance mainly cover like house fires or like damage from natural disasters?
Depend on what area you live in.
Right.
But if some of them, the good ones, they would cover everything. But
right.
but certain ones use it, wouldn't even bother to touch it.
Right. That makes sense.
Because use it when a client have me come in and take a look at if they had like a little hole in the wall, need to be patched and paint. So with me, I usually be looking at other things and just usually just point out to them, somewhere down the line, this might need to be addressed.
Right.
Or they might, come to me and say, can you take a look at this and see if this need to be addressed? Go talk with them and explain to them, yeah, you know. Then they say, okay, not right now, but can I give you a call later? And this week taken care of. I say yes.
Right. So you again, that I think that speaks to the work that you do, and you being truthful, and you not just kind of taking advantage of clients. Because I feel like we had and this is prior to ITB, prior to when we met y'all. We wanted to have a rock wall put up and our TV mounted, and this was prior to when we met y'all. Had we known y'all, we would have came to you, Mister. We would have came to Mahone Handyman Services for this project. But this was a project. This was before ITB. This is when Miss Johnson was running All About Your Business. But we wanted to get a rock wall put up, and we wanted to get our TV mounted because we had a box. It was like a box in a hole. It was a hole for the TV over in a family room. But it was only a certain size. We have like a 65-inch TV right now, and we wouldn't have been able to fit a 65-inch TV in that little square. It was like a little square, a little no bigger than 32-inch TV, right? So we had gotten a quote from one company to come in and do the wall. And we were just like, we just want a simple, we want rocks, this the type of rock we want. And we want to look contemporary, and we're going to paint this color, but we just want, hold on one second. We had this wall, and we told them we was going to paint and everything and do it. So this company came out and was like, okay, we could do the wall. We're going to patch this. We're going to lift this marble because we have a fireplace. And they wanted to get rid of the whole fireplace. It's like, we're going to lift this. It's marble right in front of the fireplace. It's like, we're going to lift this marble in the front of the fireplace. We're going to get rid of the fireplace. We're going to patch it up and close it up. And then we're going to put the rock and we're sitting here looking, and and me and my dad are sitting here listening. And we're like, what are you talking about? what that's not what we want. We want to keep the fireplace. He said, well, the new look, a lot of houses, we done work before, and a lot of houses don't have fireplaces with the rock. And we're like, well, we're not none of those people. We want to look in a certain way. So, and then they wrote us a quote, and it was just like, what are you quoting? Why is it quote this much? Because you want to rip all this stuff out and do all this stuff for no reason. And we ended up finding somebody else who does this, and they did the right, and we told them exactly what we wanted, and they did it with no problems. But it's just like, I don't know why that original company it wasn't even an offer. They just tried to dictate, we're gonna do this, 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 and this, and you're gonna pay us thousands of dollars for us to do it. And that to me makes no sense. Because you're not even doing what we ask you to do.
That's how some companies do. They want to don't listen to what the customer's saying. They want to do what they want to do and still get paid.
Right. And it's just the bottom. It's just the The bottom line is how they can make the most money. And I understand in business, you have to make your money, and you have to hit your numbers. You got to do what you got to do if you want to survive. But sitting here and coming up with all these things to try to add more money on, to me, that makes no sense. And then you're not even being honest. Like you trying to tell us we have to do it this way because for what? So to me, it doesn't. I don't necessarily. You have to know who you're working with, and that's why I think it's important with the individuals and the clients that we work with. You can't not work with our clients and work with the companies that we work, and they work with us, and they don't, care about your business or care about you, whatever they do, and they're not going to try to get over you because we teach everybody, be honest in your work, price your work the way it needs to be priced at. Be honest, and don't do nothing illegal, and don't do this, that, and the third to try to get over on people. And obviously, you all do that, and I know Mr. Mahone does that, and I know y'all God-fearing people.
Yeah.
I know but it's just like sometimes you just run into a lot of companies that just don't care, and you all are not like that, and I appreciate that you all are not like that. So, Miss Mahone, I kind of wanted to also talk about Miss Ellen is watching, by the way. So say hello, Miss Ellen.
Hello, Miss
Hello,
Ellen.
Miss Ellen. We are here. Awesome. She's saying awesome. We see her. But, I did also want to talk about a little bit about Legal Shield and the services that you all offer with Legal Shield, and for individuals who might be searching and looking for legal services or legal aid, and it being a not at an extremely low cost, but not as much as it costs to retain an attorney.
Everybody needs this service. It's like the lady that I just got off the phone with the lady the other day. She had said that somebody's trying to she's got to go to court in in July, and ain't gonna put her business out there, but she's
Don't get no names, please,
nope,
no
no names. But you got to go to court. Said somebody was suing her, and she didn't get to the logistics about it, but she almost had me in tears about it. She said, I don't want to pay no $1,000. I said, pay $1,000. I said, he said, I don't have that type of money. I said, then he said, why can't I just hire you? I said, you're not hiring me. I said, I'm not a lawyer, for one. For two, I said, how about you get our services and you let the attorneys go over your case, and they can be the judge of that. And she said, okay. And I signed her up, and I don't know how it went yet. We won't know how it goes, because she won't go to she's not gonna go to court until sometime in July. But he said, I just want to thank you. Your information was up on a board, and I said, up on a board? He said, yeah, your card, your business card was literally up on one of our boards, our information board. He said, I said, one of my business cards? And he said, yeah. He said, you and your handsome husband. I said, yeah. He said, you are Mrs. Mahone. I said, yep. Yes, ma'am. I am. And I said, ain't that something? I said, I purchased them business cards in 2023.
Right.
And I said, and I haven't used you, and he had me purchase them that year, and I haven't used them all either.
Right. Right.
But somebody put it up on that board. Who?
They found you, right?
But I thank you for calling me. And I said, we'll be in touch.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I just want you to call me and let me know how the outcome comes from this. And when I do see you, pass my business card. I use one of my business cards, and you can even better yet, I'll give you my flyer as well. She has 2 more people contacted me that's in her building.
Good. That's good.
So
see, it's like everybody's 1 degree of separation.
It's a domino effect.
Right. It's literally like that. And when you start to and I want for y'all to and I know sometimes it can get overwhelming. So I don't want y'all to get overwhelmed. And in the summertime, I know it's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of people doing a lot in the summer, a lot of work being done in the summertime. I just don't want anybody to get overwhelmed with your workload, getting calls and calling you and doing things and getting work done. Because it sounds like y'all working, it sounds like y'all busy. And y'all busy doing a lot of work, which I love to hear.
Yes.
And I'm happy that y'all are working and getting work done and doing things. And I'm just happy. I'm just happy that just to see this journey and to see how everything is unfolding for you all. Because again, we worked with them for 2 years. This is going on our 2nd year now, and it started with one thing. Now we're having different conversations, and like we heard Mr. Mahone say earlier, now it was my price, and I'm sticking to my price.
Yeah,
right. This your price, and you sticking to it, and I love that that you all are in that business space, but also in that entrepreneur space, doing different things, trying new things, testing new things out, and are comfortable with trying new things and testing new things out. Because that's how you stay competitive. That's how you get things done. That's how you get more clients. That's how you get more referrals and stuff. So that is, I'm very happy. And I'm happy to hear for the both of you that in both your businesses that everything is working out the way it needs to. And I'm like I said, I'm a proud chief strategy officer. But I did want to show off the site so everybody can watch, because I know most homeowners. I'm not a homeowner, so you will be marketing to homeowners and individuals who own homes or maybe rental facilities and things like that, rental spaces, Airbnbs. I know that's something that we have to sit down and talk about, how you can tap into that Airbnb market as well for a lot of people who come in and get do rental spaces. And I see all the time. I'll be on Instagram and on social media, and I'll see owners who rent space, owners who owns rental spaces and it'll be spring break or something. It'll be a holiday or something, and they'll get a lot of people to rent out this house, right? And then the house will be all broken down. It'll be all this stuff broken, and they got to go out of pocket and pay that stuff, and they got to hire people to come and fix certain things. They get holes in the wall, and like you said, you do drywall.
Yeah.
So it'll be doorknobs missing, doors off the hinges. Like, how you take the whole door off of it? Like, what are you doing that the whole door is off the hinge? But and I know other people as well who just have older houses, and certain things within those houses start to break down and deteriorate, and they need something to come in and fix it and something new. So I know you're marketing to homeowners and people who own homes, and I want you to let me know, what's the work radius that you're working in? How far are you willing to go to do a job?
Chesterfield, Pittsburgh. I'm trying to work my way going to Charlottesville.
Okay, out to Charlottesville. Be careful going out to Charlottesville, because I heard on the news that somebody in Charlottesville has the measles.
Yeah.
So I'm just, that's a side note. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But it is a market there, of course. But just be careful when you're going out to Charlottesville, because somebody did contract the measles, and the measles outbreak is really bad. The worst has been in years. We can thank your Department of, what is it? And you thank your president as well.
I'm gonna rebuke that. That be none of our presidents.
Right. That's what Miss Johnson would say. Anytime she say, I came in the house.
None of our presidents.
Right, I came in the house and she said, "Look what your president did today." I'm like, why?
That only thing is none of our presidents.
Why he got to be our president, right? Why he got to be my president? Right?
No, that thing is none. No,
right.
I didn't vote for him.
I ain't vote for him.
Nope, I didn't vote for him. Nope.
Right. But yeah, that is good. So you said your area is about Chesterfield, Richmond, Henrico, Petersburg, Hopewell, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Most of Central Virginia. Would you go out as far as Virginia Beach?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It just depends, right? It just depends on how far. Because I know we get a lot of people from North Carolina who need services as well. And they might be interested in working with somebody. But I just was curious to know, so people watching can know how far you're willing to travel to do work as you expand, of course, because I know, Mr. Mahone, I'll be telling you, one day we're gonna need to bring somebody else on the staff to kind of
That's
in
the work.
And that's
work.
I know. So you can have some employees, and I think that we have some pool with some other industries that we might be able to get some employees for you that could do some work. Now, I know that they have to have certain certifications and qualifications, of course, because you yourself are overqualified to do what you do. You're the CEO, and you've been doing services like these for years. But I know you have a standard to uphold. But I know that is the direction we're pushing you into, so you can get more staff and have staff members working and be places you can't be at.
Yeah.
Yep. So I did want to share my screen real quick. I wanted to show everybody the site so that they can visit your site. I want everybody to go and it's MahoneHandyman.com. Here's Mr. Mahone working, doing his work. You also do landscaping, correct?
Yes.
A little bit of landscaping. I know you do yard work and do things in the yard and get things done. And here's the consultation right here. You get a free hour consultation, and then here's the membership for you. The membership, you just pay your $100 there, and then they'll get you set up with their automatic payment system. Well, not automatic, but they have a payment system through QuickBooks. Here goes some more pictures and some more photos of some house that you've done. Here's a sink. You installed this in this sink here, right?
Yeah.
Yep, and did the mirror and the painting. You do painting and everything. And I like I said, I'm just happy. It's a lot of work that you do, a lot of things, a lot of services that you offer. And I think we do have to update your service list as well, because you do a lot more than what's listed here.
Yeah.
But if anybody wants to contact them, you could contact them at 804-638-9166, or you can email Mr. Mahone. 66
Christian.
Yes, ma'am.
8166.
You said what?
It's 8166.
Oh, 8166. That is a typo. So it is actually, let me put that in right here. Let me add that here so everybody can see it as a banner. It was 804-638.
8166.
Okay, good. All right, so I got it right here as a banner. It is 804. Let me edit that one again. Let me edit and put the dashes so everybody knows what I'm talking about here. There we go. Where'd it go? All right, there it goes. There's the number, 804-638-8166, correct?
Yes.
All right, that is correct. So I got to update that. But that is the phone number on your screen, 804-638-8166. I don't have dyslexia, people. So it was just a typo. It's just a typo. And I'm just finding that out now as I'm looking at it the same way everybody else is looking at it. But yes, please contact them. But the email is Eric at Mahone Handyman Service. Eric at MahoneHandyman.com. You could give them a call or email them if you're interested in some services. They do all repairing, all handyman work, anything that you need specific. Just give them a call and they could get in contact with you. And also sign up for their $100 a month. It is literally $100 a month, and you get. Let me pull it up for you. You get up to 2 hours of handyman service a month. It doesn't roll over. You get 48-hour priority scheduling within 48 hours, and you get a 10% discount on all your additional projects. So anything that you need done, you get anything else outside of these 2 hours of handyman services, you get a 10% discount on specific projects. You also get quarterly seasonal maintenance, so that includes HVAC and smoke detector testing and filter changes. So anything in an annual home inspection walkthrough and maintenance checklist, so that you are aware and you are prepared for any issues that might come up. So that is what you get with the $100 a month. It is you get a bang for your buck for $100 a month. You get a lot. So if any type of household things that you need done, they'll come in. Mr. Mahone will come in and do the work for you, and you get that with your service. Any outside projects, like if you needed a new sink put in, or you needed new countertops or anything like that, that is a charge. That is a separate charge, but you do get a discount for those services. And nobody can compete with Mahone Handyman Services pricing. So I wanted to put that in, and as well. So did anybody have any last few things to say? Because I'm end this out here soon. Did you guys have anything you wanted to say before we ended the live?
I'll be looking forward to the academy again.
Yep. And we're gonna have more money. I think we're gonna have more money this time. I think we're gonna have more money this time. I ain't saying nothing, but the way that God is working things, putting us in positions to help other businesses, we're gonna have a little bit of money, and we got more. The first academy went very, very well and was very successful. So we're excited for the next classes to start. And if you are a part of the incubator, you can sign up for the academy for free. If you are part of the incubator, if you're part of the grant, or you're paying your monthly dues to in the beginning, your monthly membership charges, you're automatically can enroll for the incubator. But it is $200 if you are not a incubator member. But yeah, we're excited for you. It starts August 4th. And one other thing I want everybody to know, for the men and Mr. Mahone, I want you there. We're gonna be having a mental health and business talk on June 20th. It's that it's I think it's either Saturday or Friday. It starts at 7 o'clock. It is mental health and business talk. We're gonna be talking about mental health, and I know that is kind of, when men hear mental health, we get a little scared because we got to talk about our problems. But trust me, I'm a host, so it'll be very, very laid back. You can register at inthebeginningco.com. It is just on the home page. You'll go onto the events page. So please register for that. It is going to be very beneficial. And we've partnered with one of our companies, Men to Heal, with Mr. James Harris. He's going to be also co-hosting with me as well. So we are very excited about that as well. June 20th at 7 o'clock. It is at 919 East Main Street. So Mr. Mahone, I hope to see you there and bring in your input and talking about your business and talking about some mental health stuff, so we can figure out how to best support our men and support ourselves. And because we know we get stressful, life gets stressful, and things get stressful, and all type. The devil be coming at us, and we the heads of our household. Well, I'm not the head of my household yet. Not yet. Not yet. That's still my dad. But you are the head of your household, Mr. Mahone. So we got to figure that, and you're a business owner, so we got to have those hard conversations and figure out how we can benefit each other. So yes, I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the class, and we have a webinar series for Miss Johnson's doing a webinar series as well. It's like it's the generational wealth building. So she'll be talking about, it's a three webinars in a series. So you can sign up on our website, or you can sign up on Eventbrite as well. We have it posted on Eventbrite. It's In the Beginning Incubator on Eventbrite. So if you have any questions, please feel free to email Miss Johnson at info@inthebeginningco.com. We've opened to partnerships. We've had a new partner today for an event space. So we got we cooking up some new stuff for y'all. I'm telling you, we cooking up some new stuff. We got some new stuff around the corner. And also, if Mr. Mahone and Miss Mahone, if you haven't started the Kiva loan process yet, set up your next coaches meeting so we can get you on that, so we can get y'all some more funding.
Okay.
All right. So when June, get your Kiva loan workshop, because Mr. Rufus did ours. I know y'all remember Mr. Rufus. He from Metropolitan Business League. He did our application. Our application was good. We submitted it. Now we're just getting ready to start the next phase. And we have other clients are doing the Kiva loan as well. So I want you all to get on that and get that ball moving, because we got to get y'all access to capital as soon as possible. So we're doing that as well. So when you schedule your coaches meeting for next month, schedule that so we can sit down and talk about that and get those applications started for you all. So if you need any services from us, anybody watching, give us a call at 804-468-8141. You can visit our website at inthebeginningco.com, or if you want to contact Mahone Handyman Services, you can give them reach out to them at eric@mahonehandyman.com, or you can give them a call at 804-638-8166. So I appreciate you guys for joining us tonight. Thank you all, everybody who stayed and watched. Please like, comment, and subscribe on all of our pages, on our YouTube page, our Facebook, our Instagram. Like and add us and follow us and stay in the loop. get added to our email list so you know the updates and things that we got going on. And that's all from me. So thank you all for joining. Thank you, Mrs. and Mr. Mahone, for joining us tonight. You guys be blessed, and you have a great rest of your week, okay?
All right. Talk to y'all soon.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for today's In the Beginning Incubator webinar. We hope you found inspiration, valuable insights, and practical strategies to apply to your own entrepreneurial journey. But the learning doesn't stop here. We invite you to join us again next Tuesday for another powerful session where we'll continue to spotlight incredible entrepreneurs and share knowledge that can help take your business to the next level. If you enjoyed today's webinar and found it valuable, don't keep it to yourself. Spread the word. Let others know what you learned and invite a friend, colleague, or fellow entrepreneur to join us next Tuesday. Once again, we appreciate you for being part of the In the Beginning Incubator community. Keep striving, keep growing, and we'll see you next Tuesday.